All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Howell. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw. Howell. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That is hauled in at the 5. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now it's Howell. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Here's Howell. swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Third and 6. Tight end motioning left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw with Howell. There's the big tight end, Fant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, L.A. They run over center with Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 10-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. To throw is Howell. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 3rd and long. Throwing is Howell. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's a short pickup to about the 47. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They face second down and 7. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's in! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They send the tight end in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there, and it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cardi now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Rams go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Seahawks 10.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
That's into the hands of Moore. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Howell. That is caught. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go with Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run it here with Cora. 1st down and more inside the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Blake Corum, touchdown, L.A. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now it's Howell. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, it hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
17 yards that time to number 17. So, both teams trade. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Room to run at the 35. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw with Howell. This finds Smith and Jigba along the sideline.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's Howell. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a hand on it.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Howell. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. To throw is Howell. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Back to throw. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards. On first down, right back to Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
The motion man is Nacua. It's another run here for Williams. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Williams.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll get this complete to Walker. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been no challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. Now, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick.
Here's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Quick throw, taken in. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The Rams punting unit coming out. Important punt here in this tie game late. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. This pass deflected and caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
What a defensive breakdown. Mike, it's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.